Hi guys, welcome back. So I literally just hit stop and started again since we're in the process of getting this guy a little bit less frightening looking and a little bit more friendly. Though right now he is starting to really look like a ghost frog, which is kind of fun. I'm gonna just keep going with him until we get him at least his first full coat with the kills done. A good coat of primer can be the difference in a statue that sticks together or a statue that does what this poor little guy did and just completely falls apart. So we're gonna probably end up doing 2 or 3 coats, make him nice and solid white. And not only does it actually add stability and weatherproofing, it also makes the details a lot easier to see, which you can actually see here a little bit. You can see around his eyes a bit more. You can see his just adorable little smile. And if you guys want to continue the comment discussion of what we should name him on this page, on this one as well, I would love to hear what you have to say. I am also kind of starting to kick around the idea of doing a Facebook Live to do some question and answers, because unfortunately you do have to have 50 followers minimum to do live here on YouTube, and we're not quite there yet. I am seeing more and more people joining our this page, which I can't tell you how happy that makes me. I like sharing this with more and more people. But hopefully, if you come over to Facebook, we can have a conversation and maybe a few more people will decide to subscribe. And if I get enough subscribers, I will start making a live episode every so often as maybe a weekly or monthly thing. I'm kind of starting to think, with the way you guys reacted to the post I did with my rug the other day, I'm thinking maybe we'll make a playlist of just painting rugs, and we'll do those live since they don't take quite as much concentration as something like Mr. Frankenfrog here. I can answer questions and I can actually chit-chat with you guys while painting the rugs, and maybe you can even help me pick some colors and things like that. But I think it'd be a nice fun way to touch base and learn how I can make these videos more interesting and entertaining for you. And maybe help with the not feeling quite so much like I'm sitting and talking to myself, because that is something that really takes some learning. The first few videos I felt absolutely ridiculous. Now I'm starting to feel a bit more like I'm actually talking to you guys instead of myself or my camera, which is helpful. I am finding it is actually an enjoyable thing. I may talk a lot of nonsense and random chatter, but it is actually kind of nice just to kind of chit-chat a little bit. He is definitely starting to look quite a bit better, though, isn't he? Let's turn him around here. His back is still definitely a bit on the rough side. I didn't want to over sand him and end up breaking him loose, considering how fragile he started out being and how solid he is now. I want to keep him that way. But I think the paint and the primer and just getting him all nice even coloring will help smooth out the look a little bit. And maybe we'll make his color, his different patterns and stuff that have ended up on his back into part of his look. Maybe we'll add some colors to it and give him a neat little story to tell. And like I said, once I finish, I've said it a few times now, once I finish this little gentleman, we'll start on who I'm calling Miss Bunny. And as I've said before, her ears are quite thoroughly gone. But I actually have ordered a little craft straw hat that I think will make a little video out of my plans for it. But we're going to coat that nicely. And I'm going to give you just a little bit of a view down there. We're going to coat that nicely and make it a little bit more solid for being outside. And rather than try and rebuild a full pair of rabbit ears, she's just going to have a cute little bonnet on. So she can hang out in the garden with her frog friend. And they can be reunited. Sorry if the camera was shaking for a minute there. I just realized it was bumping my knee. I have to be in a little bit of close quarters because I had a few people tell me it was a little bit hard to hear me. Not to mention, it's a lot easier to show what I'm doing with him if I have the camera nice and close up so that you can actually see what we're doing with him. Hopefully over time I'll have the ability to add in a few things, maybe different types of cameras to where I can do a little bit more creative options. This camera is amazing for my photography and it's great. It's actually designed to be a vlogging camera, but the ease of control without actually touching the camera is unfortunately not there. But good cameras are really expensive, so it's going to be a little while that we're going to be dealing with this guy or my cell phone camera, depending. If I do live streams, they're probably going to be from my cell phone. So I am going to bring you guys back up. And I'm going to back you out just, whoop, not zoom you in, back you out just a bit here. And he is finally Frankenfrog no more. He looks like a whole new frog, doesn't he? So he is going to probably get another couple of coats. I don't know that I'll do those on camera. Just simply painting a white thing white repeatedly is not the most exciting thing in the world to do. But hopefully within the next couple of days we'll be able to come in and start actually painting him up. And as I said, once he finishes up, I'm going to turn him a bit so I can show you guys little Miss Bunny. Now she does need a bath and she does have one foot that needs reattached. So maybe we'll test out. I have one person who suggested JB Weld. So maybe we will test that theory on her. But we're going to give her a cute little hat and reattach her foot. And she definitely needs a bath. And so that's kind of a peek of what's to come. But for now, I do have to let this guy dry, and I will see you guys next time.